We're talking about trying new things, and I'm trying streaming for the first time. I'm trying streaming and talking while playing. Usually, when I play for myself, I'm not talking like this. That would be a little bit creepy. Um, but when you try something new, all right, when you set a task for yourself, what do you expect to happen? Ooh, flashlight. Press F. If you expect that everything will go perfectly the first time, I'm expecting that I will have, 100 concurrent viewers. I'm expecting that this first stream will change the world and take off. Um, is that a reasonable expectation? No, probably not. Ooh, control and shift. Okay, up and down. When you are trying something new, you actually expect that things won't go well or perfectly the first time. There's a little thing I actually discovered recently, as recently as last week actually, something called the S curve of innovation. The S curve of innovation. Has anyone heard of the S curve of innovation? No one. Either you guys aren't listening. Oh, I'm seeing some chatter on there. I need to find out a way to get a ping from that when you guys actually talk to me. The S curve of innovation goes like this. Anytime you embark on something innovative or different, you expect that your productivity will go down a little bit before it picks up. So the example I heard was, imagine that you have a toddler and they're on their hands and knees and they're crawling around. They're going at a certain speed. All right, let's call it 3 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that's a reasonable speed for a toddler. Um, Now, when they try to start walking, are they going to go faster or slower than crawling? Well, when they first start off, they're actually going to start off slower. Right? Their speed is going to dip a little bit because they'll try to get up and then they'll toddle and fall over. And then they'll try to get up and then they'll toddle and fall over. Hi, Grace. Nice to meet you. Um, but if they keep at it, then their speed will slowly improve. They'll get to a point where they're breaking even. They're as fast as when they were crawling on their hands and knees, but then they'll quickly get a lot faster. However, if all they do is walk, slowly over time, they'll get older, their knees will get more tired, and their speed will plateau. So at a certain point, you want to say, okay, right, let's go from walking to cycling. Now, what happens when you start cycling? The first time you're with your training wheels off, you try cycling and you fall over. You try cycling and you fall over. And there's a period of time where you're actually cycling slower than if you just walked. But what happens over time? As you keep going at it, you slowly get faster and faster and faster. You break even, and then after a little while, you actually cycle a lot faster than how you would have walked. Well, what happens after that? Well, what if you now move to driving? Right? I remember the first time I started driving, and I learned how to drive on a manual. Okay, those things are tough. I don't know if anyone. Give me a wave if you learned how to drive on a manual. Most people nowadays learn to drive on an automatic. All right. But when you're in a manual and you're trying to figure out how the gears work and how your clutch works and you're stalling all the time, I can assure you a lot of the times you're going slower than if you just stayed on a bicycle. But hey, soon enough, you learn how to drive, you pick up speed, you're going 100 kilometers an hour on the freeway. You're not going to be cycling at that speed. That's the S curve of innovation. Every time you try something new, anytime you embark on something new, you expect that you're not going to be able to get it done straight away. Right? There's going to be some learning. So even now, I'm learning how to fly with this thruster. Okay, so control is down. Oh, okay, right. There's a little thing on the left that actually shows me my direction. All right, I'm locking on that. And I'm trying to figure out how to stream and fly at the same time. Okay, holding space, and that kind of puts me in that kind of stable altitude. Oh, there's three of them. All right, where's the other one? So every time you want to learn something new, expectation management is so important. You can't expect that you'll always get things right straight away. It will take time. Um, how do I wait? Full E. If you want to learn a new skill, it will take time. If you just start a new class in university, the first time you try and you hear the topic, you're like, what on earth is going on? It takes time. So you want to expect that it takes time, and you want to manage your expectations so that you don't get discouraged too prematurely.